Renting. Over 11 million of us do it. But for some, getting the keys opens the door to a nightmare.
I know you are my landlord. Don't come back to my property.
I'm appealing to the police for help.
Landlords, 2 million and counting. Yet for a few, the buy-to-let dream leads to financial ruin.
We can't afford to pay 2 mortgages.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do understand. You're supposed to vacate the property yesterday.
In this series, we follow the experts whose job it is to evict nightmare tenants.
You name it, scam-wise, we've seen it.
Excuse me, are you Heather? Excuse me? I think that could be our tenant.
And the heroes who take slum landlords down.
You can't cut their electrics and urinate on their furniture.
Provide habitable properties for other human beings. Jesus.
Get off.
No, we have permission.
In Britain today, more and more people are jumping on the buy-to-let bandwagon. Many of these landlords rent out their properties through letting agents. But it's a largely unregulated industry, and the growth of generation rent has led to the rise of the cowboy letting agent. Margaret hired a letting agent, Olatunde Afilika, otherwise known as Carl, to manage her 2 rental properties. Despite the tenants paying the rent in full to the agent, Carl has repeatedly missed payments and underpaid Margaret. He now owes her over £20,000.
It's very upsetting. It's an awful lot of money to have lost. I work really hard, so nobody wants to lose those kinds of sums of money.
Carl denies owing Margaret any money.
I have asked for bank receipts to show that the money has been paid into my bank. He's refused to give them. In fact, he's refused to correspond with me completely, really.
Sent all the paperwork in.
In desperation, Margaret has called Paul Champlina of Landlord Action for help.
He's denied it all along. You either owe the money or you don't owe the money.
Today, Margaret and Paul are meeting in the Oxfordshire town of Bicester, where the letting agency is based. Margaret has even reported Carl to the police, but so far, no action has been taken.
Just sheer frustration and disbelief that he can continue to trade. So, yeah, really, really bugs you after a while.
Paul has advised her to take the battle directly to the letting agent. Margaret wants to shame Carl and his company, Christopher Stanley Limited, into handing over her money.
So I am going to feel like a complete and utter idiot walking up and down the high street in this, but hopefully it'll get me noticed.
There's a lot of effort gone into that. I'll tell you what, you're multi-talented.
What's happening?
He's a letting agent. He's been taking rent and not paying it to me.
Get him out here, we want to speak to him.
He's been collecting rent from my tenants and not paid it over 1.5 years. He now owes me £20,000.
That's totally unacceptable.
Mind yourself, because your sandwich board doesn't want to be flattened.
Paul and Margaret aren't just here to name and shame the agent. They also want to hand him a legal letter demanding he pays the 20 grand within 7 days. If he doesn't, she may have to take his company to court.
We're going to go and serve the letter. Hopefully, he's going to be in the office. The 7-day letter will tell him that he's got to pay you the debt. If he doesn't pay you the debt, then we're going to have to look at, obviously, issuing court proceedings. It's locked. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Carl. Yeah, hi. I'm Paul from Landlord Action. I've got a legal letter for Margaret.
Okay, right.
Because she says you owe her £20,000. There's a 7-day legal letter. Okay, can we have a chat? He's going upstairs, unfortunately. Okay. So, he's not going to let us speak to him. He wouldn't open the door. It's a shame. Well, I think he's gone upstairs, so...
It definitely says open, but I don't think he's going to come out to play somehow. I just really want to tell him how much this has ruined my life. He's forcing me to take all this action. This is not something I would normally do in everyday life. I can't believe that people like this can be allowed to get away with this kind of thing.
As well as being financially stung by Carl's company, Margaret is also unwittingly breaking the law.
At the moment, you're liable for the deposits. He's holding the deposits.
Am I?
You are liable for the deposits. So basically...
Even though I've never received them?
No, because he was your agent acting on your behalf.
Yeah.
As Margaret is discovering, the rules on holding tenants' deposits are strict, and it's the landlord, not the agent, who is ultimately responsible.
Because he didn't register the deposits in the deposit scheme, the tenant can make a claim against you for up to 3 times plus the deposit in compensation. Okay?
Wow. But that's terrible.
It's like a bit of a double whammy, I know.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep very well tonight, am I?
With a serious shortage of social housing in Britain today, the demand for affordable private accommodation has never been greater. One downside is the growing number of rogue landlords who convert properties into houses of multiple occupancy, or HMOs, and cram in lots of tenants. In Peterborough, acting on a tip-off, the council housing team are about to carry out a raid on a suspected slum HMO, which they think may be unfit to live in.
Going to a property where we had a report that somebody came in as homeless, saying they'd been illegally evicted from the property. The landlord had gone in, thrown them out, collected their possessions and put them in his van.
This is a landlord who is well known to the housing team.
The landlord is affecting people's lives.
Joining the housing team on today's raid are the police and fire service. The house of multiple occupation is above a grocery store and includes various outbuildings and extensions. If they decide it's unfit to live in, they can use their powers to shut it down.
I'm feeling prohibition coming on. Go for it, Rich, you're bigger than this. Hello.
The team are let in by one of the tenants.
Morning. All right?
Yep. Rooms have we got here? 3. Yeah. There's 2 here. Hello, am I okay just to come in? How many people live here? 3.
From what they can establish, there are at least 13 Eastern Europeans living here at any one time in a warren of 5 makeshift rooms. With up to 3 people crammed into each small room, they all share just 1 kitchen and 1 bathroom.
The number of people living here is too many. This is wholly unacceptable for many, many reasons.
In recent years, Peterborough, in the east of England, has seen a large influx of immigrants from Eastern Europe, an influx that's providing rich pickings for unscrupulous landlords. Today, housing officers are raiding a decrepit house of multiple occupation, crammed with migrants.
Look how this has been hashed up. It's covering the lights.
This doesn't shut properly. No, we've got the falls out of windows thing, haven't we? Going to an extension lead. Have they got any others in here? Just the 2. That's for a smoke detector, isn't it?
Not only is it seriously overcrowded,
Completely broke.
but the entire building looks like a severe fire hazard.
These doors are made out of fiberboard. There's very little fire resistance in them. That's actually got a central hinge as well.
Yeah, mind yourselves on there.
They also want to check one of the outbuildings. Access is via a rickety roof.
Didn't like that. Rich, come and stand here and bounce up and down.
Oh, God.
Oh, gee, what?
Get off this roof because it's bowing as we stand on it. Hello?
They've been tipped off there are a number of people living here too.
Come in here. No electrics.
No.
No heating. It's cold in here, isn't it? The heating's not working. And you live here, yeah?
Yeah.
How much?
£45
a week.
a week. Two person.
Your friend pays £45 and you pay £45. Yeah, so you're paying £90 a week to live here with no electrics, no heating.
No.
Okay. Now this looks like it's some sort of storeroom or something. It's just been hashed together. You know, electrical hazards and everything else. I mean, this is just indicative of the whole property. There's 2 people living in here, each paying £45 a week, so £90 a week to live in what is essentially 4 walls and a roof. There's nothing else.
The outbuilding, which houses 9 people, has no heating or electricity.
Okay, electric, no bino, no electric.
How long no electric?
2 weeks.
And the tenant tells Gareth why it's been cut off.
She said if I don't know, paid debt for people, we have no electric.
Okay, the lady's informed me that the other people who have left rent arrears, and the landlord has told this lady that if she doesn't pay all of their rent arrears as well as her own rent, she can't have any electric. Withdrawal of services is criminal offence.
The housing team are gathering evidence in order to slap a prohibition order on the building, deeming it unfit for human habitation.
It'll be prohibited from use. Got no shadow of doubt about that at all. Got all the things wrong with it you can imagine. It's just a no-no.
It's not
It's not housing, it's not acceptable. We'd have to prohibit that, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's pretty serious stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shutting down the house and making the tenants homeless isn't a decision the team take lightly, but they're determined the landlord should make it habitable. Margaret is owed £20,000 by letting agent Carla Fillicker. For over a year, he's regularly failed to pass on the rent due on her 2 properties. She's served him a legal letter demanding he pay, but so far, he's taken no notice.
Carl has ignored, surprisingly or not surprisingly, the 7-day letter that we've sent him. So I think that I'm just going to have to pursue every single method that I've got available to me and keep the pressure on.
Now, in a last-ditch attempt to get her money, Margaret is heading back to Bicester, this time alone.
Someone's in there, so we might be able to get in there, actually.
She plans to confront Carl face to face.
Yeah.
Carl,
Yes, I'm just in a meeting at the moment. Can I finish off here?
Yeah, well, I'd still like to have a chat to you, yeah. Carry on finishing?
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Well, okay, well, yeah, we can
we'll
speak
stand
later.
now, so...
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, why are you ignoring me? Why are you not paying me my rent that I'm owed?
I'm not ignoring you. I sent you an email this morning.
Yes, but that doesn't respond to the 7-day legal letter, does it?
With 7-day legal letter.
But it was served to you on film
Right.
last week
Right.
with my lawyer.
Yes.
So, you saying you haven't received a 7-day letter?
I'm not saying I haven't received it. I've received the letter.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I've responded to you. I sent you an email this morning. And that's what I have to say in the email.
Well, but you're not paying me any of the rent that you owe me, are you?
What rent do I owe you?
Or
I sent in the letter where I sent in the letter where I'm not going to argue about it. I sent in the letter where I owe you.
I've sent you my bank statements showing every single
Right.
rent
And
that
I've
hasn't
gone
gone
through-
in,
and I've
and
gone
it's
through-
now £20,000.
And I've gone through
And
my,
you've told Trading Standards that you only owe me 1 month's rent,
which is what I owe, yes.
and you've given no proof. If you say you've paid the rent, why aren't you sending me any proof?
Well,
Why
I
are you
will-
just ignoring all of my...
I'm not ignoring anything.
You've got a legal letter. Why are
Right.
you ignoring it? It was gave
Well,
you
if
7
you-
days to pay
yeah,
or provide
you
the
don't-
information.
You know, you don't send me 7 days letter and put me under pressure in that way. I will send the stuff.
I've been after
as soon
this
as I-
rent for 6, 7,
as soon as I
8
get this
months
stuff sorted
now.
out-
I've been after rent for 8
Right.
months now.
As soon as I get this stuff sorted out, I will send it over to you.
So what stuff have you got to sort out?
To run through the bank statements to see what is owed and what's not owed. As far as I'm concerned at the moment, I owe you 1 month's rent, which will be sent to you on the 25th. I sent you an email about that this morning.
I've sent you loads of emails last year about
Yes,
rent that's
I haven't had the
missing, and
time.
you've never responded
I haven't had the time
to
to respond.
In 7-8 months, you haven't had the time to respond.
No, I haven't had time to, I don't think it's 7-8 months.
It is 7. I started this in June last year. I asked you for
Okay, that's
this
all I have
rent.
to say in the matter. As soon as I get the information sorted out, I'll get it over
But
to
when
you.
will you do that?
As soon as I can.
That's not an answer, Carl.
Well, as soon as I
You
can.
can't legally keep my money that
Well,
you
it's
owe
not, I
me.
haven't got any money for you, Margaret. As
You
far as I'm
have.
concerned.
You've collected rent from everybody, and you haven't
I'm
paid
not
me.
going to argue with you about it. I'm going to argue with you
How
about
do you-
it, yes?
you
If you think you have this evidence, you take it to court.
I have.
Well,
right,
fine,
but so
fine.
you're going to make me go to court?
Right, it's up
You're
to
going to
you.
make me pursue this through the police,
It's up to you.
through trading standards,
It's up
and
to
through
you.
the
I've
courts.
already spoken to the police and I've spoken to trading standards.
Yes, and they have the proof
Right.
as well, and they're
Okay,
going
that's
to
fine.
pursue it.
Okay, that's fine. Let them pursue it. Let them pursue it.
But you owe me the rent.
But we're going around in circles here. You're not going to put me under pressure.
You haven't gone through
I will
the
go through
information.
it, but when I find the information,
When
if
will
I
you
owe
go
you, if
through
I owe
it?
you, but as soon as I got time. got
When will you
information.
have time?
In the next month or so.
In
I'll
the
have time.
next month
Yeah.
or so. What's your term?
Okay, that's the end of it. We leave it there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You just want to scream, but what can you do? Short of getting physical and, you know, doing all the legal process, it's just really, really frustrating. I'm banging my head against a brick wall, and he knows he owes the money. He's just not going to check it, and he's going to take it all the way to court, and then he's still not going to pay it. So what does somebody do? I mean, it's just infuriating.
The housing team in Peterborough intend to shut down a house of multiple occupancy, or HMO, deeming it unfit for human habitation. But a few days after their raid, there's been an alleged incident at the property, which needs an urgent response.
This evening we've had a call, or the police have taken a call, stating that the landlord has gone in, cut off the electrics to the property and proceeded to threaten everybody they need to get out, and then has urinated on their furniture, on their mattresses.
If this allegation is true, it's something the team will have to act on.
You can't go into people's accommodation, cut their electrics and urinate on their furniture. Not acceptable behaviour by anybody, landlords or anybody. So I think we need to go and have a serious chat with him.
The housing team want to question the landlord Binny, who runs the shop below the accommodation.
Just think about your questions carefully. Yeah, he's in there. Of course he is. Yeah.
Because of the allegations of criminal behaviour, the police join them.
Hello.
Hi. You know who we all are. You probably know why we're here, don't you?
Sure. Okay, well, I'll start by giving you the caution. You do not have to say anything.
The housing team let the landlord know he's been interviewed under caution, which means his answers could be used in court.
Fantastic. The tenants are making some quite serious allegations against you, and we thought we'd come in and have a chat with you about what's been going on. They've made an allegation that either today or yesterday electricity was cut or withdrawn from the accommodation.
No, it was actually was renting the property from myself.
Yeah.
She's in charge of the property, and she's the person who's renting it. No electricity has been withdrawn, nothing's been cut off. She's responsible for, as far as I'm concerned, with the gas and the electric.
According to the landlord, any problems with the property are down to a tenant, who he claims is subletting the rooms.
What's happened with me, yeah. So you know what I mean. I've been pushed and shoved outside my shop.
And it seems he has allegations of his own to make against the tenants.
I was assaulted by a man upstairs. I rang the police up. Incident number is 309. Then I rang the police again. They said it's a civil matter. I tried to help the man out. They were having a drunk party and abuse was given to me. Then at 2:30, I was pushed at the door outside the shop here onto the windows. I rang the police. I said we can't do nothing. It's a civil matter.
Okay.
Okay. And then I said I rang Mr. said, can you control your people where they are? She's given notices to them, and some people have actually left.
So you're aware that those people are occupying?
No,
the
I'm not
property?
aware of them at all occupying my property. I've got some guys sleeping in the kitchen who shouldn't even be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Despite providing the accommodation, Binny insists he knows very little about it.
So where is people living? Can you
on.
explain to me where people are living? Because I don't know what people are living, because people are going from one back end of the place to another end of the place. What they're doing, I don't know what's going on.
You tell me. Still gathering our evidence.
That's what I just want to know. One minute they're here, next minute they're in the back. Next minute they're back in the front again, and next minute they're back again. So what's going on? I don't just want to understand it. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. You'll probably know more than me. It seems to change from day to day, depending on what goes on in the site. It won't stop there, I'm sure.
Yep.
You're no longer under caution. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Thank you much.
Cheers.
Binny has denied all the allegations, but the team are still on the case.
He thinks we're stupid, but we're not. We're clever. We'll prove to be cleverer than him. But as you rightly say, it's going to be about tenants preparing to give statements. Same old story, isn't it?
Although squatting in residential properties became a criminal offence in 2012, a shortage of homes, combined with squatters' ability to share information on social media, means your home is still in danger of being squatted. Newlyweds Stavros and Emily Charalambos, who were expecting their first child, were waiting to move into their new home together.
Well, we were quite excited, really, because it was going to be our first home. The plan was to be in the property before the baby was born.
Set up a nursery, get it looking amazing and make a home.
Make a home.
They left their house empty whilst renovating it. An agent valuing their home gave them the bad news.
First thing on a Friday morning, got a call from the agent on his mobile at 9:30. I knew they were going around at 9. He said, "Oh, we just got here and the keys don't work." He said, "There's people physically living in it."
Squatters had moved in and the locks had been changed.
I was in a state of shock, to be honest, complete state of shock.
It's our place and they are setting up home there.
The couple called the police, who were unable to help. Stavros and Emily realised they were locked out of their own home.
Things started sinking in, so I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for about 48 hours to 3 days, really, yeah.
In desperation, they've called in eviction specialist Chris Sharp.
This is a great example where you have a young family being dispossessed of their family home. They simply moved out for 2 weeks to allow renovations to be carried out, and it's been squatted from right underneath their noses. It's a disgrace.
Chris has already started the legal process, and today he's heading to the couple's flat to serve the squatters with a notice informing them of the court date.
Squatters tend not to want to engage with you. They simply want to squat there for as long as possible, remain anonymous, and buy as much time as they can at that property.
Even though squatting in someone's house is a criminal offence, the squatters still have a right to state their case in court.
What I think we do, we tape first, then we knock, okay?
A court date has already been scheduled, and the squatters only have 7 days before the hearing.
Put one to the fence as well. Now, letterbox serve. Hello there. My name is Mr. Sharp. I'm here on behalf of the landlord group, who are acting on behalf of
I don't speak English.
the landlord of the property. We're here to serve papers on you to inform you that a hearing for a possession hearing in relation to this property is going ahead in the Edmonton County Court
1 minute.
on the 4th of December.
Mobile, my boss.
Yes?
My boss speaking English.
Okay. Does your boss live here as well?
Yeah, boss.
My client alleges that you are here illegally, and as a result of that,
He has brought an action in the court. The hearing will take place in the Edmonton County Court on the 4th of December at 10 a.m. I don't really need to speak to anybody. It's not necessary. You've got the papers. All the details about that hearing are contained in this document. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
It turns out the man, who's from Turkey, is living here with his wife and 2 sons, along with another Turkish family. According to him, he rented the flat in all innocence from someone else claiming to be the landlord.
He's the driver. His boss find her, this landlord, who is the landlord, I don't know exactly, they don't know as well, internet. They come here and show them these houses, £1,050 a month. They want 1 month's deposit, 1 month's rent. They pay her £2,100. This is this company, and this company as well is finished. I don't know what's happening because he is calling them, but not answering. Finish. I think so. This is a fake agency. They cheat them. After that, real landlord come in. He told them, this is my house.
Alacağım yeni kattan bir kira da sokacağım uşak.
How they find another house this winter time? They don't have money enough.
The family appear to be victims of a common scam, where a fake letting agency will target an empty property, take a deposit and 1 month's rent from unsuspecting tenants, and then disappear. But days later, Stavros received a call, and he now believes it was from the bogus letting agent.
We spoke on the phone and he said, look, it would be a shame to take this to solicitors, so if you could help us financially, £2,000, we can move out immediately. Their words were immediately, we can move out straight away.
After taking further legal advice, Stavros realised the proposal wasn't as innocent as it sounded.
He advised if I was to pay him out, they could move out, re-squat and get more money from me, so we chose that was not the best channel to go down, yeah.
Emily and Stavros are weeks away from having their first baby, and rather than move into their refurbished flat, they're camping out at Stavros's mum's house.
We're going to be bringing up a little baby in our little bedroom.
In our situation, we desperately need this back.
For the past 2 months, housing officers in Peterborough have been investigating a slum property crammed with Eastern European tenants. Having decided the building is unsafe and unfit for human habitation, the team's next step is to slap a prohibition order on landlord Binny's property.
I'm single.
Is he smiling?
Available.
He now has to carry out extensive repairs before he can rent it out again.
Won't faze him. He's not overly interested, but whilst the property is going to be prohibited from use, he will not get any rental income from that, and that tends to focus their minds a bit.
The tenants have all left, but Peter needs to check for himself that the property is empty.
It's a criminal offence. If you don't comply with some of these notices, it's a criminal offence.
To Peter's surprise, somebody is home.
Hello, I'm from the council. How long have you been here? 3 or 4 days, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right, and who lives here? Is it just you two?
And another one.
Sorry?
Another one woman.
One more woman. Right, what are you doing? Decorating?
No.
Making it pretty?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of making the repairs, it looks like the landlord has re-let the flat to 3 Polish women who are simply redecorating it.
Anna's in there.
All still waiting.
He's got a big shop, doesn't he?
Peter's keen to interview the young women, hoping to find out how they came to be here.
Who is your landlord?
Bini, this man who's work downstairs.
Okay. Right. And how did you find this place?
In website.
On a website?
Yes.
Is that a Polish website?
Yes, this is Polish.
Okay. Did you go downstairs to pay the rent in the shop?
Yes. Yes.
Did you give it to Binny?
Yes. Yes.
In cash?
Yes.
Did you get a receipt?
Yes.
Yes.
Despite the young women spending time and their own money on making the place a home, Peter has some bad news.
We have some serious business here.
But we have some problems.
There will be some problems for you, yes.
We have?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Because of the accommodation is not suitable. This will be prohibited from use.
No, I don't know, really.
So my advice to you would be at least to start looking for something else. It's not good news, I know. I know you didn't want to hear that, but we have to do what we have to do here. We can't have people living in places like this. It's not acceptable. Do you understand everything I'm saying?
Yes, but when
It's unfortunate you've only just moved.
Is everything okay? And you know, we pay wallpaper.
Well, he's not going to tell you everything, is he? He won't tell you the full story. All right. Roll your paper up and put it away. Is my suggestion, because you might not be living here for next month.
Thank you. I don't know. And this is terrible. Really, because I think I have my house, my place here. And now? No.
With Binny still putting unsuspecting tenants at risk, Peter needs to get the prohibition order in place as soon as possible. After her confrontation with Carl the letting agent, Margaret appears no closer to getting the £20,000 she's owed. She calls eviction specialist Paul Champlina for advice.
It was a really frustrating conversation, and he just said, you know, would take me to court. He blatantly said, take me to court then. He knows that if I take him to court, he still doesn't have to pay.
Your claim is against the company, and this is the most frustrating thing we talked about, whereby, you know, what assets do the company have? I mean, that's the $6 million question, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'll have a call with him to see if there's a likelihood we can get paid and get some sort of lump money.
Okay.
It may be he's got no money.
Okay, take care, have a good day. Bye-bye-bye. I'm going to give this guy a call, see if I get any joy. I want to collect money for her. Yeah, hi, is that Carl? Hi, Carl. My name is Paul from Landlord Action. I'm calling up on behalf of Margaret. Got a whole load of money's outstanding for both properties. I want to see if we can put this to bed, but obviously, as far as you're concerned, you've put this to bed because you're saying you don't owe another penny. Is that correct? You obviously saw the legal letter. We sent a statement with that letter. So if you denied it, you should have come back and said, no, I don't agree with that because I paid. You can't say you don't owe the money if you don't come back with proof without any statements, because obviously anyone can say that. OK, so I got through to him, which was a first. So he denies he owes the money, basically. So I'll need to arrange to get our lawyer Kosher and the other office to issue a claim. Goes to court, you get a money judgment. He's got other judgments against him.
Even with a court order to pay Margaret the amount she believes she's owed, Paul knows it will be difficult to get the money.
Even if you get a money judgment, you have to enforce it, and this is our biggest problem. How do we enforce it against a limited company?
Emily and Stavros are desperate. Their North London flat has been squatted in by 2 Turkish families, and they're being forced to live at his mum's house. Even though residential squatting is against the law, the couple have had to hire eviction specialist Chris Sharp to help get the squatters out. Today's their day in court.
The only scenario today where it might not go our way would be if the court considers that the tenancy agreement which the occupiers have produced is in some way genuine.
Because the squatters appear to be victims of a scam themselves, the judge may show them sympathy. This means it may take a while longer to finally evict them.
Yeah, feeling really nervous. Never been to court before. The worst case, maybe the trespassers turn up and file a defence, which would be a load of rubbish, but that'll be the worst case scenario, so fingers crossed they're not there. They're in the hospital bed.
There's a very pressing reason why Stavros wants his home back.
Yeah, literally a few hours old, look. It's so cute.
Fantastic.
Yeah. 2 days ago, yeah, my daughter Ariana was born. She's well, and we're literally ready to start a new chapter in our life. So this starts by having our home back.
Let's go inside.
Fortunately for Stavros, there's no sign of the squatters. The hearing is over in minutes.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. So happy. The judge saw the statements, they read well, and he didn't mess about. We were literally in there for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, that's all it took. And he said the magic words, what was it? Possession forthwith.
Possession forthwith.
And we just got up and left.
Words that a solicitor never gets bored of hearing.
I can now sleep, or as much as I can do with a baby crying, but yeah, the nightmare's over. Words can't explain how happy I am to get my home back, start my family.
It's great news, but gaining possession doesn't necessarily mean they'll get the squatters out quickly. Stavros and Emily may have to wait up to 4 weeks for bailiffs to enforce the order, which could cost them a further £1,000. So Chris calls the police for help.
The judge has now made a possession order, and therefore my client's entitled to possession straight away. Great. Well, I'll pass that information on to my client. Thank you very much indeed. They suggested a response team to go and evict the occupiers.
I really appreciate you making that call, because I want to brush it under the carpet and push it again to bailiffs. I want them now to take their finger out.
Days later, police evict the squatters. It's the end of a nightmare for the newlyweds.
Thankfully, what they were able to do was just attend the property with the possession order and show the trespassers that you need to move out, because otherwise bailiffs are going to be knocking down your door, and seeing as you've got a young kid, it might be in your best interest to do it yourself. And with that effect, that afternoon, these people were moving out. Got a new little bundle of joy, and we're just so happy. The whole family is just so relieved knowing that these people are out of our property.
But after all the turmoil, Stavros and Emily have decided to sell up and buy another property, where hopefully they can raise their baby daughter in peace. In Peterborough, after a 3-month investigation, housing officers have successfully slapped a prohibition order on a slum house of multiple occupation. They want the landlord, Binny, to fix it up and answer some questions. So they've called him in for a face-to-face.
He's here. He's arrived. Mr. Binny has arrived. Miracles do happen. He knows more than he lets on. He's obviously seeing that it's a dwelling that he can't rent out and get an income from, so that will be upmost in his thought. So there's a question, we need an answer, all of these. Who lives in the property? And I'm not going to let go of this because it is important and this is a legal requirement.
Binny denies that anybody is now living in the flat.
Let me just make sure I'm quite clear about the answer to my question. Is anybody living in that flat? Fine, okay.
Satisfied the property is now empty, Peter wants Binny to hand over vital paperwork, including the gas safety certificate, tenants' contact details, and their tenancy agreements.
The documents that we want are particularly important. They're as important as this, otherwise it gets serious. And I mean it, and I'll stick to it, and I'm not going to give you any more time.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Binny needs to comply with the investigation to the letter. If he doesn't, he could face a jail sentence.
Hopefully he'll produce the goods, otherwise I'd have to be looking at recommending prosecution for failure to comply with the legal requirement. I'm sure he wants us off his back, and I'd gladly get off his back if he just went away and did the right thing.
No former tenants of Binny were prepared to make any statements about him, and so he won't face prosecution. The council are working with him to improve the property. Margaret has been pursuing Carla Filiker of Christopher Stanley Limited for a year and has tried everything to get her money back.
I've gone to fraud action, I've gone to trading standards, I've gone to the property ombudsman, I've gone to the lawyers. I just can't believe that the police can't arrest him and either recover some of the money or put him in jail.
Margaret hasn't heard from Carl for over 2 months and is worried he may have shut down his company to avoid paying her. So she's asked Paul Champlina to travel to Bicester to check up on him.
There's a good chance that he's done a runner. We found out that in the past 15 odd years, he's opened up companies that have been dissolved, we think letting agents. So we're here to check out the office to try and report back to Margaret where we're at.
If Carl has shut up shop and moved on, Margaret is very unlikely to get her money back.
There's just a couple of tatty chairs, there's a desk. There's no computers, there's no literature in the office. That's it, there's nothing there. He's out of business, he's not working here.
It's time to break the news to Margaret.
I'm sorry to give you this doom and gloom news. I wish I had something a bit more positive, but he's definitely out of business here. It was
expected, to be honest.
It was a bit of a.
And predicted.
It was a bit of a long shot, you know. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep in touch. Keep cracking away and doing what you've got to do. At least try and get some justice, anyway.
Yes, I will do.
But there is one bit of good news.
I did manage to get the deposits back off Carl, and I think one further rent was paid.
She's also got her tenants back and is once again earning an income from her 2 properties.
My tenants have been great, actually, really understanding throughout the whole process, and they're paying me rent directly and I'm managing the properties directly, so that's fine.
Margaret is still fighting for her money and is determined not to give up. In response to the allegations, Carla Filiker of Christopher Stanley Limited claims he's given Margaret all rental statements and cannot find any outstanding money owed. Despite evidence to the contrary, he claims he did register the tenants' deposits and has now transferred them to Margaret's accounts.